Hi, I'm Brian Casson. This Spartan trailer is our sixth trailer that my wife Patty and I are restoring. Sixth Spartan trailer. This is a 1950 Spartanette Tandem that came out of New Mexico. Extremely nice, original condition, and we're going to try to restore it, keeping it as original as we possibly can. When we got this trailer, the only damage to the body at all was they had put extra tail lights in the back next to the original lights. These old 1940s Chevy tail lights, and they punched a hole in there to accommodate it. As you can see, I had to put a patch on there on both sides. And then this rub rail, you can, I don't know if you can see it, but it had a little previous damage. I mean, this is nitpicking. It was fixed prior to when we got the trailer. The lenses on these lights are beautiful. The center light is an original. It's all billet, including the actual license plate holder itself. And it has the circular rings in it, just exactly like the smaller tail lights have. I've just given the back its first compounding, and it's coming out very nicely. I have the windows out because I'm putting new seals on it and cleaning up the shades that go over the top of it. That's the original screen door on there. Somebody went crazy with the yellow paint. When I go inside, you'll be able to see what I mean. But I'll be able to strip that down to the original wood and revarnish it, whatnot. Also, it came with a hard surface type plastic on it. I don't think that was original. I think that the owner that had this trailer put that on afterwards. But as you can see, the body is just as straight as an arrow. These are the brakes. That's the magnet. You can't even get these anymore. And these are in really nice condition. And so is the brake drum itself. They're great, just need to be cleaned up. All the rub rails are very straight. There's a few little dents over by the door where you get in on the other side. But that's it. All of the glass is great. All of the screens are great. All the side markers are in great shape. These are the original beds that came out, and you can see the wood on them is still in really good condition. Just need a little cleaning up, touch-up work on them. That's my old tow vehicle that I have. I've had for quite a few. You'll see it in some of the other videos that I've done, and this is a 47 Spartan Manor that I'm finishing up on. The wiring in this trailer is original and in beautiful condition. In fact, it's so nice it still has the little, I don't know if you can see the number 4 on there, but all of these wires are numbered. The cloth on them is still great. Lots of color to it. I ran one more extra wire in the back so that I could have a third brake light. But other than that, all the wiring in the trailer is the original equipment stuff. The nose on this doesn't even really have any road rash on it. As you can see, still you can notice the sides here from this view. They're just straight as can be. The only damage underneath is right here in the corner, and that's the underbelly, the board that they put under there. This one corner needs to be replaced. All the rest of it's in great shape. In fact, even the insulation up top above that damaged area is still pretty darn nice. The subflooring is terrific. But this side is very straight as well. And I'll take you inside. This trailer has parquet flooring in it. I do believe it's original. The person that I bought the trailer from told me that he thought that it was replaced. All of the cabinets and sink and everything have all of this parquet under it, for one, and secondly, I had to take out some of the tiles here and replace them with tiles that I robbed from under the couch. And when I did that, it had the original asbestos type adhesive under it, and in the grooves that were made by the trowel to put that adhesive down, you could still see some bare plywood underneath, which would imply that that was the first coating. So for that reason, I believe it had to be done from the factory. As you can see, there's lots of yellow trim. Those are metal or aluminum. I'm going to strip those and polish them, of course. But all of the wood in here is the original wood. There's a little staining in underneath some of these strips, but when I put new strips on, you won't see it. For being all original, it's pretty darn nice. Also, there's screws in all of these strips, which I've never had a trailer with these screws. I thought they were added later, but when I took the strips off, there's no nail holes or anything from those little finishing nails that the factory used to put them up, which would imply that these were screwed on from the factory. I've taken the yellow paint off of this. Molding on the vents, all the vents have that same kind of molding on it, same deal. Only screw holes are what's up there holding that molding up, no extra nail holes or anything like that. All the cabinetry is all original and everything, except for this little shelf that they added. At one time that had a full mirror on it, and I think they wanted to put these plugs in there and cut it off and put that shelf on there. Of course, that's going, and the full mirror is coming back. The furnace is missing. Can't tell you what the story is on that. Something very unusual. The guy took a propane tank. This is his water system. That propane tank carries water and it's pressurized. I don't know if you can see anything in there or not. But he just fills it up with it, puts water in it, pressurizes it with air, and that's what he uses for his system. Of course, that's coming out, and I'm going to put a pump in there. The kitchen is all original. All the appliances and everything are in great shape. The linoleum behind the kitchen sink, there's not one screw hole that's not supposed to be there. I still have all of every single curtain rod. They're aluminum. I I know I'm going to have to do some plumbing because the hot water isn't hooked up at present, so I don't know what that is, what that's going to run me into. But as you can see, all the cabinets and everything are great. This little 12-volt light still works. Refrigerator's great. There's a missing panel down there. I have that. I just haven't put it on. The shower, of course, is the original stainless shower, which will polish up like a diamond. I'm missing the soap dish. In here, that's it. Everything else is there. There is a toilet that's pretty darn old, but I don't think that that's original. I don't know. Don't know if it works. All the paneling in the back here is great. Now I did have to replace the paneling underneath the rear windows and the front windows. They had this one was in pretty bad shape. Had to replace the insulation and everything under it. Up front, it was just the wood. The insulation was still in really good shape. These are the original lights. I'll turn it off so you maybe see a little better here. I have all of the glass bulbs and all of the original lighting. I took these windows out to repair them. This has 3 of these gas lamps in it. Don't know if they're aftermarket or not. All of the plumbing and everything runs behind the shower and behind the wall in the kitchen and all of that, so could very well be. Now this is a finished window here that I've cleaned up and well, it's hard to see. But the aluminum cleaned up pretty nicely. All of the metal stuff I repainted. I still have to do the interior of the windows and whatnot. Has the original headboards, and they're still great. There's not a tear or anything on them. And I haven't even cleaned them up yet. They should clean up very nicely. Had the same problem back here with some of the parquet flooring not being great. I stole some from underneath the beds and whatnot. They were easy to replace. It's a nice flat floor now. The subflooring is terrific. Thanks for taking the time to view this video. I believe this is going to be a fun old trailer just like all of the other Spartans were. Thank you.